This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. A Billion Suns. Osprey is probably one of the most undersung, most unappreciated companies out there for what they do. They've brought us nothing but great games, and I just don't think they get enough credit for all the wonderful people that they listen to, some of the games that they've allowed us to take whatever miniatures we have and even point us in the direction of getting really great miniatures and provide such beautiful rules. And this is one example of such. And A Billion Suns is an interstellar fleet battle game. Now we're going to go down and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'm not going to give you every rule and everything like that, but I want to give you an overview of what's going on here and how this is a lot different, interesting, fascinating, and yet another, great thing from Osprey and Mike Hutchison. I mean, what can you say? This is everything I was kind of looking for to add a twist into my space battles. So without further ado, Osprey has always been spot on with coming up and having rules for games outside the box, more or less. I've always enjoyed whatever Osprey has done. And here with A Billion Suns, this is a very interesting, very, very fascinating game from Mike Hutchison because it does something a little different. Now, I have tons of ships, either from Silent Death or things like that. And what this does, it opens up a new world for me. And I'm very fascinated by it. So what I want to do is, I don't want to give everything away. I just want to tell you about this so you can head that way. This is a 2 to 4 player game where you are a CEO. And what you're going to be doing, it gives you a beautiful basic training. And what you're trying to do is collect credits. In order to spend credits for your fleet, you have to earn credits. So you have to be very smart in what you set out there, because what's the point of buying too many ships to take a loss? No CEO wants to make a loss. What you're going to need to play the game is a deck of cards, a bunch of different types of dice, except for a D4, because, like Mike says, they are gross. And it actually says that in the book, which is really cool. You're going to need D6s, D8s, D10s, and D12s. You're going to need, listen, we all have little markers and stuff like that. You're going to need that to mark off your ships when you're going to be doing certain things. The fascinating thing is your defense value, which is basically, or your life, which kind of coincides with the silhouettes. Your different weapons are going to give you different abilities. The cost in credits to re-equition each ship of this class into a battle group. So the cost is here. This is how many credits are going to cost to put these into. I'm reading sideways, so forgive me. That you're going to use to have different things to form your battle group. Okay. Thrust silhouette, like I said, represents both the physical size of the ship as well as the brightness, their energy signature. The larger, louder the ship, the easier it is for enemies, vessels to track, target, and hit it. But the more punishment it can withstand. So the larger the silhouette, it's a bigger, brighter target, but it also has a better defense value. Okay, shields. Some of them have shields. So if you roll a bunch of dice, and depending on the silhouette, you always want to roll low. Okay, you are going to be, if there are shields, you're going to subtract those hits. Okay, very basic, but smart and very intuitive. There's some re-rolling and things like that. The real thing that really gets me is what you are trying to attempt as a corporation. And I'm going to jump ahead because we're actually going to be doing this. I have a bunch of models in mind that are perfect for this, with space stations and asteroids, which I think doing this type of thing. The other thing that really gets me about this is that you just don't play on one table. You could play on one table, but you can play on numerous different setups. So you can have like a section here, a section here, a section here, a section here, with different groups in there, trying to accomplish different things and have your CEOs earn money, whether taking missions on destroying certain things or mining things. There's a lot of things. Asteroids come into play here. Just a lot of very interesting things. We are really going to be taking a deep dive into this, and I think you're going to be very fascinating. There's whaling contracts. Okay, this is where your deck of cards comes in. You're going to turn, and you are going to have different types of designing your own corporation, and how you're going to go and take certain contracts and collect credits to stabilize, repair, as well as really build your fleet and make you the top CEO in space, believe it or not. Very interesting. I'm really fascinated. On the back here, A Billion Suns is a miniature war game of interstellar combat that puts you in command of a fleet of a mighty battleship, sleek destroyers, and agile fighters as you join a gold rush to claim the stars. Using jump gates, which you can jump during this, which is absolutely fascinating. Gates to deploy and navigate warships across multiple play areas. Remember what I said, multiple play areas, in a unique tabletop gaming experience. It's not just line everything up on one side of the table, excuse me, and go after everything on the other side of the table. There are a whole bunch of things that are going to reflect what happens in this game. There's tech trees that you're going to be, the more money that you are able to make, the more you're able to invest into your corporation and your fleet. It's a nice twist. It's a nice different look, instead of, well, we're just going to go dominate this, that, and the other. There's many different ways to dominate. Okay? How you manage your resources, how you seize opportunities that come your way and utilize them. Okay? How you recover from losses and things like that. This is a very deep system. And once again, Osprey putting together things that are fascinating, intelligent, and dead on. This is something very interesting. If you're looking for something different, definitely take a look at this. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts. The thing I really enjoy here is how you don't need a huge area, but how you can have different battles going on different boards at different times. And I think that's fascinating because it really does give you that CEO feel. Are you in this for money? Yeah, you are. And that's who you are. You want to build the best fleet. You want to be the best CEO. You want to keep your job. You want to increase your tech. And the only way to do that is destroying, maiming, taking contracts out, and doing whatever you need to do to bring it in, yet be cost effective where you are generating a profit in space. What more can you say about this? This is brilliant. This is a masterpiece. I really, really enjoy what it does, how it does it too. Keeping everything smart, tight. The rules are beautiful. I think you should check this out. A Billion Suns from our good friends at Osprey War Games. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.